Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As we walk up past Val's Drive-In, looks busy like they are every year. People ordering food, fries, burgers, homemade root beer. People using the batting cages back there. A couple of girls using the batting cages. That's awesome. Maybe they play softball, baseball. About 60 degrees today. It's not going to set the world record for warm temperatures today, but it's warm enough to wear a long sleeve with a t-shirt over it. I have my hoodie tied around my waist just in case we get a shower or if it's chilly. So I was just watching a couple of YouTube videos. One was, the one I'll talk about is the one that showed that these students that were disciplined by the colleges filed lawsuits. And they got arrested, and they tried to argue that the universities were violating their right to protest, and the judge threw that out very quickly and said that the campus had deemed that it was an illegal encampment, and that is trespassing. So that's it. They were also protesting that in court, that they were upset that the college was barring them from classes, schools, suspending them, and they won't be able to graduate. So basically they were upset that all this time these activists have been able to have free reign and do whatever they want on campus, that now they actually have consequences and have to pay for their actions. They seem to be upset by that. Their actions have consequences, like now they can't graduate. And this is going to go on their permanent record for life. That's going to show up at job interviews and whatever else for board positions or working at companies. So I think a lot of these companies are fed up with that stuff. Thank you. So they, you know, and I kind of feel bad for the students because they've been allowed to do whatever the hell they want on college campuses, like spoiled little brats with no consequences. So of course they're surprised they were reprimanded. It's almost really not their fault. The difference here is they weren't protesting conservatives. They were protesting the university. And they were protesting Joe Biden. And they were protesting Democrats. See, they can't have that. If they were protesting Trump because he was president, they'd still be there protesting on campus. In fact, the college would probably be feeding them and hand delivering their final exams, you know, that sort of thing. But can't allow anything that's going to hurt the Democrats, Joe Biden or whatever, in an election year, and especially hurt the donors of the universities, many of which are very, very Jewish. And I heard a couple of recorded parents' phone calls made to the university that have Jewish students there. And the mother just asked a very basic question. So my Jewish daughter was told she can't use a certain entrance or exit in a building that she has to go in to complete her education. I'd like to know what the college's policy on that is and why nobody's done anything about it. She was like, well, we have this student group that's down there and they kind of took it over. And so the mother was like, well, then why isn't your security force doing anything about it? The policy of your school is to protect all of your students. Jewish children are being assaulted, spray painted with swastikas and things like that. So the mother was very upset. So I'm sure the college heard from a whole bunch of donors and parents. Then they finally did something about it. And Trump was right. You know, he said that the inexperience and the willingness or the non-willingness of the college presidents to actually do anything about it, because they themselves are activists, allowed it to fester longer than it should have. Trump said as soon as those tents were going up, the colleges should have had this policy. They should have taken it down immediately, arrested these people, but they didn't. Because the presidents of the college, they don't like Jews either. So anyway, these incidents, more than any since 2020, have done more to reveal how these people are. And I think a lot of people in the country just woke up to that, the hypocrisy. So you can protest conservative speaking on campus, have Antifa organize on campus, throw bags of urine at conservatives on campus, don't do anything about censorship. Kyle Rittenhouse was doing a campus tour across the country and was being protested at all of them, and colleges didn't do anything about it. Some of them were giving threats of violence. So, because the media branded Kyle Rittenhouse a conservative, Trump-supporting murderer that got away with murder, which really made it funny when O.J. Simpson died, because the media was treating him like a darling because he was black. Now, I'm sure there's some women that were sitting there watching that and they just looked at each other like, what? Are you kidding me? He abused his wife, beat her, controlled her, and eventually killed her. Because what's his is his. Can't imagine most women find that acceptable. But there we had the media saying it was okay. So I think all of this stuff is coming around. It's going to start eating its own, just because that's all it can do. I mean, there's no other place for it to go. It has to collapse under its own weight. And we're seeing that with the transgender ideology. I was reading about a handful of schools where 25% of the students have been withdrawn by their parents and they're going to homeschool them. And they try to speak up at public meetings, and the school board, who are activists, shut them up and shut them down. And it's gaining momentum and steam. The NHS in the UK, for example, National Healthcare, has just stopped okaying the use of puberty blockers on preteens that are transitioning. They saw the medical data and the reports, and it's ugly. We've been trying to say it's bad for a while, and they just won't listen because they have an ideology to spread. But really what we're going to have is we're going to have a whole bunch of physically and mentally messed up kids and they're going to need us, really. And it's not really their fault. They're kids, they're children, you know. They don't make decisions for themselves. They don't understand what they're doing. And that's why the adults were doubly bad. And the adults still are doubly bad supporting that. You see a lot of support for it online, but not in person. That's where most of it is. So they try to make it look like that's the norm, that's the popular, this is what people want, but it isn't. So give it time, folks. It's the big corporations really pushing this. News media especially. Multi-billion-dollar corporate news. So it's going to be interesting. Hang on, everybody. It's going to be a crazy year this year. So, where am I walking today? See, we got a speaker up there, speaker system instead of bells. That kind of sums up everything today, doesn't it? So today, I'm going to take a walk, part of a place where I used to go, the ball fields by the Civic Center in Lewiston. Just want to see what renovations they've done there. I guess they've done quite a bit since I've looked at it last, and I just want to see what they've done. I don't know if it's still open to the public. I think it is. We'll find out. Maybe even try to go inside the Civic Center if it's unlocked. Just to walk around and check things out. I don't expect it to be unlocked. But the local, I believe it's the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League here. The Maine Nordiques. Maybe we'll catch a practice or something. Won't know till we look. You used to be able to go in that building anytime you wanted to. And it still belongs to the city, so we'll see. It's taxpayer funded. That's all I'm saying. So we do have some clouds today. We do have some leaves trying to come out, as you can see. Been waiting for that. Video looks so much better when you have green leaves in it and sunshine and very comfortable walking today. A light breeze. It's not cold. It's not hot. It's right in betwixt. Keeping my peripheral vision on traffic. Can still get the Franco-American bean special over here at Grant's. Saturday bean special. Baked beans. This kid's reminding me it's almost time for me to mow the lawn. Right. Got the red lights. Red lights. So I did my woods walk at Gun Talk yesterday, number 16, and it was about 6.5 miles, somewhere thereabouts. Only about 2.5 miles of it was in the woods, but the option is to watch the whole video if you want to. I haven't uploaded it yet. I've been having encoding issues with it for some reason. I don't know if one of the files involved is corrupt. So I'm trying it again on a lesser definition. See if that helps it bust through. Maybe. So if I get it uploaded, it might be a little bit lesser quality than normal, maybe 720p. But it is what it is. Actually feels nice and pleasant today. I like it. Golden Nozzle Car Wash. Good, I suppose, but it's going to rain a bit tomorrow. Then this week coming up, it's going to rain most of the week. And the weekend too. Off and on, kind of spotty. But anyways, one day this week is going to be almost a ½ inch of rain, Thursday. So I think I'll go up on the left here, take a side street just for a different view instead of seeing all this traffic. We'll cut across here while there's no traffic. A little garden here, kind of cool looking. Spider plant. This is that part that's lit up at night. People got their little things they like to do. Flower boxes outside their window and stuff. Alright, let's head down. Let's head down Newman Street. Just picking a street at random. This might be a dead end. This might have been a bad idea. Yep. I think this might have been a bad... Well, maybe that does go down there. I don't think so, though. I don't know. I only live here. Yep. Can't go that way. Well, I'm not going to pop in the fence. All right, I'll go back this way. I can see why I never go down this one my whole lifetime. Never been down this street, ever. Had to go look. The next one I can get to where I'm going. That I do know. Anyway, thank you for walking with me. Checking out the hood. Hair 2000. Place to get your hair cut. Trees are blossoming nice. Our rhododendron trees got purple flowers all over it. Pinkish purple flowers. Pony up, Mustang convertible. Yep, so I'm all ready to mow the lawn. I'll probably wait until this batch of rain goes through this week. I don't want to do it before because then it's like doing it for nothing. It hasn't been mowed this year yet. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'll end up having to mow it twice, I guess is my point. Rather just do it once. I don't think we're going to get a crazy amount of overgrowth from 1 week of rain. So we're going to go down this way, across the street. seeing a lot of that lately. Extra tree, an extra post for support. Oh, we got a dog barking over here. Hopefully it doesn't come rip my face apart. Angry dog. Somebody's working on a garden here. It's nice. There's another one of those posts I was telling you about. Been seeing that a lot. Makes me wonder what happened to it. Kind of looks funky, doesn't it? They put in a post here, this thing, or that used to have a cable in it, and they bolted this to that pole. I mean, that looks kind of giboo to me. Makes me wonder, did a snowplow hit that or something? Did it just rot out? That's very bizarre. I don't recall seeing stuff like that, I guess, is the reason why I'm kind of intrigued by that. Doesn't that look funky? It almost looks like, why would they do that? Because you can't even see the street sign behind it. Very weird. Got a tree that was cut down that used to be there. A victim of one of those storms we had, I'm guessing. Looks like a fun little neighborhood. Used to live around here. Oh, I hear some people. Maybe there's a game going on. Maybe somebody's playing softball or soccer. I know they turned this into a big combination ball field, soccer field. And I see some people way down there. Probably soccer. Featuring some of Lewiston's diversity, I'm sure. I got porta potties. That's good news. Yep. Playing some soccer. Football, as it's called. Which makes sense. Well, looks like we got a trail going on down here. Is that what that says? Blue Devil fans, please practice social distancing. Well, it looks like they did a good job with this field. Looks like it's well groomed and maintained. Wasn't always the case. We didn't get crap done for us down here, that's all I'm saying. We sure as hell didn't have porta potties, and wow, they're really styling good these days. This is city property right here. So we still have that kind of like brook rain runoff thing down here. That's been here for a long time and people just never got to see it, but now they've cleared some of this out. All right. So this is measured out for baseball and soccer too, for Franklin Field. Oh, this is pretty nice. Franklin Athletic Complex. People working out over here. I gotta use the porta potty. All right. I want to go check out that trail down back there where we used to come up here. Well, they certainly did a good job here. They obviously have high school games here. Franklin Athletic Complex. Okay. So we got a running track over here, or a walking track. I could come here and walk laps, I guess. Gate number 4. So, no trespassing allowed. Only sneakers, track spikes, or walking shoes. Very interesting. So we're going to walk up this little trail over here. Wow, they got grandstands out there and everything on that football field. Looks like somebody spent some money. There's the Civic Center over here. I want to go check that out. I don't know if I'll be able to go in and walk around or not. Probably not. Saw a lot of concerts here. I saw Fear Factory here, Meshuggah, Slipknot twice, Fear Factory 3 times, Rob Zombie, Typo Negative, Primus, and since the city bought it, we haven't had a concert. So we had a good thing and then it went away. I saw Pantera here too. That was the last tour they were on as a reunited tour. About a year or two after that, the guitar player was murdered on stage, shot to death. So I got to see him play live, which was good because he's really good. So there used to be a path. There used to be a pathway down this way. It's still there, but it's not really used much anymore, it looks like. So it's kind of growing over now. There used to be a public swimming pool up here with a clubhouse. You could come up here and change to go swimming. So that path that was here when we were kids is just about all gone now. You could still go through there. You could still see the remnants of it. Right through there. But it kind of like, looks like it goes to the right through there and then down. So, used to hang out after school by these trees here when I went to high school here briefly, and smoke cigarettes down here, talk about whatever. We got some more of these white ribbons for the mass shooting we had here almost a year, 8 months ago, was it? 8 or 9 months ago. So let's go see what they did down here. Why not? So it does look like a nice track to walk on. I prefer doing walking and seeing things rather than walking around in circles. I don't know what this is here. Got those incremented lines there. It's like a batter's box. I don't know if it's a kids kind of t-ball game or something. Lacrosse maybe? Is that a lacrosse ball right there? Yeah, maybe that's what that is. Maybe it's for lacrosse practice. I don't know. I'm just guessing. We got a football field there for Lewiston High School. There's another ball field down the other way. Someone going around on an electric scooter. I gotta admit, if I was a kid, I would have enjoyed an electric scooter. I'm sure my brother Jim, working in North Carolina, doesn't want to hear about it. He tore his rotator cuff riding an electric scooter. Oh, shot put. That's what that is. That's a shot put circle. Probably slinging those weighted balls too on a chain, whatever you call those. I don't even know what that's called. That looks like a shot put thing. Let's go shot putting. All right, what did they do down this way? Well, they cleared all that out. There used to be tree and brush. This looks like a trail. Where does this go? Use at your own risk. Sledding hill. So this hill is for sledding in the wintertime. Well, that looks like fun. I'm gonna have I see a trail that goes down there, so I'm assuming that wraps up this way. All right, let's go down this way. Oh, look at this. We do have a trail here. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Well, traveling along on a new adventure just like me. I haven't been down here since I used to go to school here. A long time ago. This wasn't here. So this is all new to me. This is all new to me. We used to come down through these woods picking blackberries. And so there's some blackberry and raspberry bushes in here, for sure. Walk down this way. So this just kind of goes in a circle. I see part of a trail over there. So we'll just explore. We'll see where the hell this stuff goes, all right? Let's go take a look. There's a lot of brush laying around here. They went through here with something that chops up. Those are those things I was telling you about, that you see the tracks from them right here. They kind of drive, and it's like it has some kind of arm that goes off the side of it with a choppy thing that chops all that stuff. Okay. Oh, there's a red cardinal in the tree there. All right, I guess we're going this way. I guess we're gonna go down this way. This is where the path leads. Have no idea where I'm going. No clue. New territory. We got sneakers down here. We got netting. We got boots. All right. Have no idea what the hell's been going on here. Probably don't want to know. We got boots, rubber gloves. We got netting here. What's this say? Sweet taste, juicy and delicious. Oranges. Bag of oranges. We got socks. We got boots. Looks like little girl boots and a woman's boots. And we got sneakers. So we have no idea what the hell this is all about. Does one even wish to know? I see a food tin. You know what? I think somebody's been squatting here at one point. I see a white thing in there. I see a bag of chips. I saw like a sardine tin. Something there. I just got stabbed in the face with a branch. So I don't know if somebody's been squatting in there or what. But yeah, probably. Looks like a blanket or sleeping bag thing. That goes up by the high school, so I'm not going to go that way. So I'll go back down this way. So, yep, I've got a sleeping bag here. And some sweatpants and some shorts, shirt. Some canned goods. So definitely looks like somebody's been squatting down here. To my untrained eyes, that's what it looks like. Got a little bag of carrots. Got some graffiti on the rocks. That's lovely. Well, we'll walk up this way and then I think I'll head back. I could go down that way and then hook a right up Bartlett Street, but I don't really want to go up Bartlett Street. How do I get back on that walkway up there? Walk through the sledding field. Oh, I think that walks around. All right, we'll walk down this way and then we'll hang a right. Let's see if we end up back up at the top there, so I can head back home. So there's another field down here for soccer. We used to have the school bus depot down here. That's the Lewiston Public Works over there, where they keep road salt in bins and stuff. And they get the police station gas pumps that the police go down there and use. I'm gonna go see what that round thing up there is. I see a round fence. Let's see what we got. Down this ways. I'll head back up. I'm wondering if I should try to go inside the Civic Center. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. So this looks behind where I used to go to school for first grade and Head Start. That was before kindergarten. My fondest memory of going to school here was one day I was really embarrassed. I couldn't help it. I didn't understand that you could ask to go use the bathroom, because I was, I don't know, 4 years old, whatever I was for Head Start. It's my first school experience. So I ended up wetting my pants in class. And I was embarrassed. As I should be, I guess. I do remember that. It's the first thing that pops in my head when I see the school. It's a lasting memory. So, there's the Head Start school. Now down here is what we used to call the gully. I actually found somebody dead down there once. Presumably some kid drowned in the mud. At least that's the rumor. Because it was very muddy. We were told to stay away from the gully. Alright, this is an orchard. Trees are good for the planet. That's true. Fruit trees are good for you. That's also true. Why is there an orchard here? Trees create wildlife habitat and food. So that's good. I got a little orchard of trees growing. That's pretty awesome. I don't mind that at all. If they want to do something green, do something that makes sense like that. I don't mind that. So that's that pathway. That's what that circular fence was. Comes up this way. So I'll go back up to where I was and see if I can cross over to the Civic Center. It's probably locked. I gotta get my hopes up. There's a Head Start school playground where I used to have recess. I used to like coming up on this hill and looking down over the school on my recess break. You'd have the nice springtime. I remember the smell of the grass, sunshine, the little flowers, all the stuff a lot of people don't think about anymore. But I still do. That's why I'm excited about all this green coming up. Sun's not out today though. It's the only thing that would have made this day better. gotta admit, they've done a good job here. All we had was an old swimming pool, a softball field, and we had tennis courts, and we got a groundhog. Aren't you lucky, groundhog? I could have bagged me a groundhog, but can't do that here. Yep, he's going. Goodbye, Mr. Gopher. Wonder if this field uses that recycled rubberized stuff like Bates College, because that really felt good. I would imagine that would feel great running on that. Maybe I'll stick my foot in there when I go around. I want to get another shot of them playing soccer. Some footy. We'll play a little footy, as they call it in Australia. See how my miles are doing. Doesn't really matter because I've done 3.3 miles. Probably have at least 2.5, maybe 3 back. So I'm going to have back-to-back 6+ miles. So be it. Well, given my mileage I have, I think I might forego going inside the Civic Center. Nothing in there really to see. Well, you know I'm tempted to go look. I'm gonna go take a look-see. The door's locked, I'll walk back up this way and head home. Cut across the street here. Birch Street Extension. There's the propane tanks for the Zamboni. I want to drive the Zamboni. I think I saw Sick of It All out of Boston here too. A hardcore band. Wicked hardcore. Alright, I really don't think I'm going to be able to go inside here, but we'll take a peek. We'll just take a peek for the heck of it. I think I can go this way maybe. I see a railing with stairs. This must be transport for players or whatever. They have a local, oh, yeah, I don't think anything's going to be open today. No. Nope. May 17th, 18th, and 19th at the Colisee, which is what this is called. It's going to be a circus, according to that sign. The Hamid Circus. I have to look that up. Yeah, so this is all going to be locked up. That's the box office for the Maine Nordiques. Yeah, so nothing to see here really. We'll go up here and walk around the backside, and I guess we'll head back to the ranch. I didn't expect this would be open. I just wanted to snoop. It's locked. All right, well, I don't know what these things are. What the hell are these things? Wow, they got air conditioning units. Basketball hoop. Huh, I'm wondering if this is a... Well, isn't that interesting? Okay. Any ideas what that is? I have a couple. It has to do with Maine all of a sudden being overpopulated for some reason. We've got New Jersey plate, Vermont, Florida, a lot of out-of-state plates. New York, Nova Scotia, that's Canadian. So it has to do with hockey. I don't know if these are places for players to stay or what that is. I have no idea. I guess we may never know. Got a pile of snow there from scraping the ice. So the rink is working. So I'm gonna go back up. I don't want to see that park. There's a park up there. Used to hang out there sometimes when I was younger. Gotta come around this way. See what's going on up here. Probably about time for the camera battery to run out shortly. Maybe.
Yeah, drop them in. I said, let me take this over line. If I really wanted to, I would.
See what this track's made out of. vaporized a little bit. Actually feels very good, and it's textured. All right, there you have it. There it is. Almost at 4 miles. Definitely have 6 miles today. Whether I want it or not, my hip feels better than yesterday. And like I said, it's not the joint, it's the muscles on the outside of the hip feeling like little needles. I feel it a little bit. Took some iron yesterday because I think that's what my issue was. The more I walk, the more energy I expel, more nutrients I use up. And as I've explained before with celiac disease, which It's no longer going to get worse because I figured out what it was and what was causing it. And but I still have to deal with a little bit of malabsorption of vitamins. So I just supplement and then I'm fine. Oh, I don't have my wallet with me. Shoot. I don't even know if the Dairy Joy is open yet. I would imagine they would be. Guess we'll find out. Well, hope you enjoyed that walk with me. Just wanted to see what was going on down that way. Figure since I'm going for a walk anyway, might as well just swing by there. Well, somebody's got an American flag flying. That's good. Oh, looks like their tulips are growing. The tulip bulbs are bulbing. That means that other place, Pettingill Park, formerly Pettingill School, those tulips that were popping up, those bulbs, those are probably sprung up too. So a lot of things around here have changed. And, some of it for the better. I mean, they have done a good job down where we just went. That needed to be done many years ago when we were kids. And the city of Lewiston here has put in a bike trail system all through the city with little side lanes spray painted on the sides of the road with bicycles. You've seen those on my walks with me. And that's all stuff I don't have an issue with. It's actually pretty cool. Coming from someone that used to ride a bike a lot. Gives me room to walk also. And I like what they did with the ball fields down there. Can still play baseball on that. They have the diamond in there, and they have a kind of a fold-up pitcher's mound underneath the cover I saw there. So cut across over here. Anyway, the point I was making about having my wallet is I could have had a I think they have an ATM machine next to it, but it's cash only for ice cream. They don't take cards. So this part down here looks a lot more run down than it used to. It really does. More tulips. Got a box spring. Need a box spring? Yep, Dairy Joy's open. Cash only. I don't have any cash on me. Would have had my wallet. I got a few dollars in the wallet. But I don't bring my wallet with me in case I lose it. Don't want to lose my wallet. Oh well, maybe next time. I'll make a mental note of it. Next time on my walk, I'll want some ice cream. And I'll stop over here and get a crunch coat. Well, ice cream shop since 1940. That's pretty cool. Yep, they're still hawking the vaccines. Demand for them has fallen way off. So I think the natural repercussions or reactions from doing the vaccine thing, COVID vaccines, is there's no way to really prove what's going on with people. You just have to look at the statistics. Deaths have gone up a lot. Strokes have gone up, things like that. Aneurysms, brain bleeding, things like that. I think, what's his name on Fox News there, Brett Bear, just had a medical emergency. Looks like he's around 50 years old or so. Haven't done a follow-up on what afflicted him. But we saw people like Al Roker, a couple of women in the media. They left for some reason, health issues. And you know, they keep that stuff quiet, so it literally could be anything. It could be breast cancer, it could be whatever, you know. I'm just saying that it seems to me like, and I don't know if it's because I'm paying more attention to it now. And that's the thing, you know, nobody's doing any hardcore numbers. And all you have is the numbers that the CDC releases for the national death rate and what from. And heart attack deaths have gone up, stroke deaths have gone up. Things that you would associate with what people were talking about with the vaccines. And we all know that myocarditis in young people went way up, spiked sharply. So that's pretty common sense. And that's inflammation from spike protein. So that's just the way that is. I mean, they can't cover up the obvious. You know, and I don't want to get caught saying, you know, like, oh, this person had a medical emergency, it's got to be the vaccine. Because it could be a gazillion different things, you know. You got to wait for the data and the info, and that stuff has come out this year, so it's, to me, it's pretty self-evident. I know one thing, nobody's keeping track of the increase in cancers. And there has been a pretty sharp increase in cancers, even among young people. So Don't know what that is. Could be anything from new food additives to whatever else. I mean, have no idea. Nobody's checking, nobody wants to look. It's like they probably already know. They don't want to talk about it because it's a cash cow. Big Pharma is very powerful. They are a very powerful lobby in DC, influencing lawmakers with a lot of money. And the lawmakers not making money off Big Pharma are the ones speaking out against it. So tough telling, not knowing. I do know a lot of people are pretty angry right now. Bill Maher is one of them. He's a pretty big liberal name. He's upset that, you know, now the CDC is basically just saying that COVID's a flu. Well, you know, treat it like your flu shot. If you get sick, just drink plenty of fluids. So it's like they're telling us what we already knew when this first started just by watching and listening to the doctors that were banned and censored, which is what I did. And they said that people that would be affected by COVID is people with pre-existing conditions. People that rightfully should be concerned. You know, somebody's got a heart condition, or they're just recovering from cancer after having chemotherapy and their immune system's compromised. Yeah, some people should be very concerned about that. Should those people get vaccinated and the benefits outweigh? Well, that's up to people to decide. You know, I educated myself about it and decided I don't need it. So thanks. Thank you kindly. Thank you. So now I'm going to go home, munch on some trail mix, have some fizzy water. This jackass that used to have a Ukraine flag out here for the longest time, that's gone now. And I know who lives there, somebody I went to school with. I always thought he was okay. I'll just call him Dave because his name is Dave. All right, I've got a new battery going. My friend over here. Hi. It's okay. That's a doggy doing what a doggie's supposed to do. Protect the homestead. So we're at 4.9 miles. Definitely going to be over 6 today. That's okay. Got a new place to walk to today that I haven't walked to yet that I wanted to check out. I was waiting for the snow to melt and go away, which it has. As I just hit 5 miles. Five miles in an hour and 32. Not bad. Best time's about an hour and 20. Hour 19 the other night. That was a very quick 5 miles. Church parking lot's full today. The service will be tomorrow too. Nice to see. The other Catholic churches around here haven't done very well. In fact, at least 2 of them are no longer churches. They've turned them into community centers. One of them is the Franco-American Center. Franco-American Heritage Center. For people like me. Franco-Americans. So now I gotta get 2 walks uploaded. I definitely want to upload this one. And yesterday's walk was the Woods Walk Gun Talk, so I'm definitely going to upload that. So now I'm backlogged 2 walks. Probably try to get both of those uploaded tonight. Sometimes it just takes so long. Now the one I was having a hard time encoding for some reason, I don't know if there's a corrupt file like I was talking about earlier, but I left that going while I left the house for the walk, so we'll see if it processed. I've been trying to get that encoded since last night. Crazy. Now it should not take I let that start when I went to sleep. 8 hours later it was still trying to encode it, so something was wrong with something. So I rebooted the computer twice, installed updates, get all those shenanigans out of the way, give her another go with a little bit lesser quality video and see if that helps. Hopefully it did, and hopefully the lesser quality isn't too bad. I could take 720p, I don't mind that. Not as good as usual, but it's not horrible either. So we'll see. So yeah, looks like I had a pretty good walk today. I gotta tell you though, I was pretty damn happy with stepping on the scale yesterday. Very happy. It's not something I do very often because I don't like to track that. I don't like to micromanage. Oh geez, I gained 5 ounces since yesterday. Oh, I don't do that. I notice it's been feeling like I gotta add a new notch to make my belt tighter. And got on the scale, and sure enough, I'm definitely about 40 pounds lighter than I was a little over 2 years ago. 40 pounds. Not bad. Pretty happy with that, actually. Well, I tried to go inside the Colisee, the Civic Center, and it used to be called Central Maine Civic Center, CMCC. Really do wish we had concerts here again. You know, all these rice rocket motorcycles screaming around. Haven't seen a accident lately on our street, thankfully, but once in a while. Worst one I saw anyway was a good 10 years ago or more. Pretty sure that guy died. He got messed up real bad. And that's the intersection. The light turns red and people just don't see it in time. They slam their brakes on, and this guy was speeding and swerved to avoid a car in front of him that stopped for the red light. He hit the curb and the telephone pole, and he just kept flying. So they picked him up out of the road and took him away. Didn't look like he was alive to me. He went across the street and hit up against the building that's not there anymore. So he slammed into the building. I didn't see it happen, but you could tell that's what happened because the damage to his bike, and it was up on the sidewalk, and it had obviously hit the pole. So he did not have a good day. My dad used to call those neck breakers, motorcycles. And most of the time it's two factors. Because you're on a motorcycle, it feels like you're not driving as fast as you are, and you feel a lot safer than you think you do. Kind of like riding a bicycle. Got free open air. But the main problem is other people. They don't see you in their rear quarter panel, in that blind spot. And the best thing people on motorcycles could do, in my opinion, is to take that little extra to make sure you're not in somebody's blind spot. kind of goes two ways. And but majority of accidents that happened on the street we live on, from what I can tell, is not paying attention, texting, or not paying attention, and also driving faster than what you should be. Now, a lot of people are like, well, big deal, I'm driving 55, 60 in a 35. I'm a good driver, whatever. Yeah, but people in traffic don't expect somebody else to be doing that. So they're not checking their mirrors with the same frequency you would. So anyway, been driving on that street for many years, and I got a system I use where I'll actually slow down way ahead before where I'm going to turn, because they don't have a center lane there to turning lane. So you literally have to stop in traffic. Oh, look at the duck. It's got his own little canal system to go through. It goes all the way out to way down there where we saw those ducks before. So they got their own little thing there to eat. That's pretty cool. I'm glad I saw a duck. I like ducks. They don't bother anybody. I know one thing, I'm in the mood for some trail mix. So from my app, if it's accurate, which it might be, whenever I get 6 miles or more, I usually have around 12,000 footsteps, which translates to about 1,000 calories. It's always between 950 and 1100, which is half a day's calories for me. So I have a 2,000 calorie a day diet, and I've burned 1,000 calories. So that gives me 1,000 calorie a day diet. That's why I've been losing weight. And I'm not starving myself. I eat when I'm hungry. Do it while I can. It's, you know, a couple times lately my finger joints have been starting to hurt. Crack my knuckles, and it's like, oh, that was a mistake. Like for 2 days after that, it's all inflamed and sore. But that's another thing that tells me when my iron is low. So I took some iron yesterday, and things feel really good. And it makes a difference. And again, you know, you're probably normal, you're probably fine, you're probably not losing nutrients. Like, I don't really lose the nutrients, I have a problem absorbing them. That's really the issue I have. So, there's some more brush on the side of the road. I'm not sure what the city's still doing about that or not. There's been brush on the side of the road for well over a month because all the storms we've had. Some of it I've seen is gone, but I don't know if these people think that every time the trash goes by they'll pick it up. And I forgot to put the trash out this week. That's not good. Put it out next week. I'll put the damn trash out next week. Who put the trash out? Me. I put the trash out. Me. Get the mailman's truck over there. That's our mail carrier. I gotta say mail carrier. I can't say mailman. It's illegal now. The pronoun police will come beat me up. They come beat me up. They gotta catch me first. Thanks. Thank you. We'll cut through here without hitting my head on the branch. Looks like they picked up that brush over here. Well, sort of. A little pile of wood. Should make a campfire. All right, friends. Well, this is just about going to conclude the walk for today. I'll stop recording outside Val's. So we saw a soccer field, we saw diversity, we saw new trails I've never seen before, we saw a locked Colisee, we saw an ice cream joint, we saw a Pizza Hut, and we saw a Val's drive-in. And we saw a running track, a football field, a shot put field, and a gopher. And a Cardinal. Saw a Cardinal, a red Cardinal. So that was nice. So all in all, it was a good walk today. It's not going to start some showers until late tonight. It's only going to rain part of the day tomorrow. I just hit 6 miles, hour and 50 minutes. So that'll be a good time to cut this off. Thank you for walking with me. Click like and subscribe. Share the gun videos or other content that isn't as long as this, because I'm sure nobody really cares to watch all of this. I just have it there for posterity, and also want to see how many uploads YouTube's going to let me get away with. So far so good. They used to limit how much you could upload at one time, and they still limit the live streaming. So even if I decided to live stream, I would get about a half hour to 45 minutes of HD quality, and then they would snip my bandwidth to be all pixelated. That's what they do. So here we are at Val's, where we started, and thank you very much. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thanks for walking with me. 55 degrees today. Have a beautiful week. Bye bye.